guys, I'm Summer. Welcome back to my channel, and I have a really fun DIY project for you guys to try at home. I'm not sure if you had the chance to check out my video where I do a boho baby bedroom makeover for my friend Alini and her husband Rafa. If you didn't get a chance to see that, you can check it out up here. And in that space, there was this really beautiful like crystal like hanging that Alini had. She was actually gifted it at her baby shower. Each one of her girlfriends brought her a crystal that represented a certain property that they gave well wishes for the baby, and I thought it was amazing. I had so many of you reach out to me asking me where I got that, how they can make it, so we are doing a DIY today. I personally love crystals. I love everything about them. I'm a huge fan. I collect them all the time. I don't know if they work, but I like the idea of them and I think they're beautiful, and so let's get started. I think this would be a great gift to give to one of your friends or somebody special in your life, or just have some cool crystal hanging in your own space. So let's get started. So you guys, to get started on our project, we're gonna need a couple of materials. So one we're gonna need is a stick. I found this one at the beach and I think it's freaking awesome. It's like super driftwood and beautiful. If you can't find something like driftwood, you can just find a stick, like any old stick outside. If you can't find that, then you can use a 1-inch dowel, that like wooden dowel that you should be able to find at any hardware store or craft store. In addition to that, you're gonna need some like silver like florist wire or like jewelry wire. You're also gonna need some twine, some scissors, and the most important part is you're going to need your crystals, you guys. So I would recommend using about 8 to 10 crystals. I have so many that I've been collecting over the years. What's cool about these crystals particularly is, you know, most crystals, they'll come with like these little cards that like tell you about their properties, and usually I'll see one that's like so beautiful that I just like have to have it, or I really like their properties like really speak to me. Like for example, which one is it that I just read? Like this one, honey calcite, which is this crystal. And it says, strengthens the ability to allow life to unfold, brings extra motivation for long-term goals. Like how freaking cool. Like I got this so long ago, but I feel like I am extra motivated to work on my lifetime goals. Anyways, let's get started with the project. Now that we got all of our materials covered and out of the way, let's go. Okay, so the first step I'm gonna do is to wrap my crystals with the wire, the copper wire. This is actually really easy to cut, so you don't need pliers. You can literally just use scissors, but I had pliers and it was kind of making it a little bit easier to bend and turn. So you can see I just like literally like kind of made like an X and just like wrapped it around, like really no rhyme or reason. These are all gonna be different because each shape of your crystal is different. After I got it all wrapped around, I just kind of like twisted it to tie it off. Now what I'm gonna do is take another piece of this wire and loop it through here, because I want to make like a little loop so that I'm able to hang, so that I'm able to hang the crystal from our twine. And I don't like the way that it's hanging from that way, so let's try it this way. So I'm just like putting the wire through here, and now I'm just gonna make like a little loop, like tie it off, like I'm just twisting it around, you see? And now we have our first loop, like this. And I'm probably gonna just cut this excess off. Again, you can just use scissors, but if you have like wire cutters or like pliers, not a bad idea. And so there is my first hanging crystal. Let's go to the rest. So I'm finding the technique that works really best is that you take your stone or your crystal and just put the wire over it, and as soon as you get to the back, you then twist it. And try to keep it as tight as you can, and then go almost like a present. You know, like this one's kind of square, so it's a little bit easier. And if you do have pliers or something, then I'm finding that these work pretty good to help twist it. So you can see now it's just twisted. Now I'm just going to make my little loop up here, which I literally just put my finger through here and then twist this around and then cut our excess off. There we go. Okay guys, so I've got all of my crystals wired with little loops on each of them. This was kind of time consuming, but you can see no one is really uniform. It really just depends on the shape of your crystals. Some of them are prettier than others, but you won't be able to even tell once it's hung and they're secure. And so have some patience with it and just get to wrapping. This did take a little bit of time. Let's get on with the next step. So I'm just cutting some pieces of twine, just kind of eyeballing it out. So obviously I have 8 crystals, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 crystals. So I'm going to cut 9 pieces of twine. And I'm just kind of doing them all the same because I am going to hang them at different levels, but I can cut that later. Okay, so now that I have all of my twine cut, I am going to just like make a knot on here. So literally just like tying it and making a little knot. So you can do any kind of knot, doesn't really matter, just one knot. I'm gonna double knot it just to be safe. Hanging here like so. So I finished hanging, tying the twine on my stick, and so I kind of just like eyeballed them out and probably like have like about, I don't know, 1.5 inches in between, and then I am going to individually tie the crystals on the bottom. But before I do that, I don't want these all to be the same level. Like I want some high, some longer, some high, some longer. So I am going to eyeball that and just trim them. I'm probably gonna leave a little bit extra, more length than I really want because I have to take into account the tying a knot. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so now I have all of my twine cut at different lengths. I'm going to use my loop that we created on our stone and just tie a knot at the bottom here. I'm probably gonna tie a knot a few times just to make sure that it's extra secure. So I just finished our crystal hanging and it looks so good. I love it. I think it's so pretty. Now I just need a place to find where I'm gonna hang it. But I like to do all of the different, levels here. And I think it's a really cool gift idea for somebody, like super special and thoughtful. And it's just like a cool piece of art for your space. So I'm gonna find a cool place to hang this. I hope that you guys try some of your own crystal DIY projects at home. If you guys do, please tag me on Instagram at sm_creative_. And I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel to keep seeing more fun DIY and interior design videos. Stay tuned for more.